pace. He's got so much pace, gets himself into a position, then he gets his head up. You can see him just looking, knows exactly where Dembele is, and what a finish that is. He's come infield into those central positions, and what a strike. Absolutely perfect start for Paris Saint-Germain.
A familiar cry we see from coaching staff all over the world now. Vamos! PSG are at it from the off. So Bayern München 0, PSG 1. We'll have to keep reminding ourselves of the aggregate score. It is 6-4 to the Parisians.
It's exactly what you want to do as well. You want to quiet the crowd down. This atmosphere is absolutely outstanding. So it's exactly what they've done, scoring so early on. Reminder of how everything unfolded
PSG.
last week. PSG, the final score, raced into a 5-2 lead at the start of the second half, but Bayern hit back, reducing the gap, and that's straight away what they've got to do this evening.
PSG.
Oh no, absolutely not. They've got such resilience and quality to be able to do that.
PSG. Losing Enrique team.
Up and away.
Team losing Enrique.
Gives off at least one touch.
And
Bit of slice on that
Cup.
for Elise, who was met by Nuno Mendes. Here's Lyman. Making up the ground now. Musiala's getting into the box. Lyman holding off William Pacho.
Okay. What is it when I'm there?
That's going to be a free kick for PSG. Pacho to the back of his calf.
Yeah, Pacho straight away came out as soon as Elise got the ball.
Did it not PSG?
But they know Elise, his threat last week, he was absolutely outstanding. Caused Mendes all sorts of problems. Pacho has to come across and help out whenever he can.
Nothing will run.
ዛሬም 9 ጎል ሊገባ ነው።
Saying this week, with me in a calm prevails. And there's a lovely line in the German press, the Süddeutsche Zeitung.
ዛሬም 9 ጎል ልናይ ነው።
Such composure, you'd think he'd spent the last week
Composure.
Luis Enrique a little bit more animated. Spanish passion shines through. He had a nice line. No, you appreciate this, Sue. Comparing this with the tennis greats, saying Rafa Nadal once said that Federer and Djokovic, the games against them were the best motivation, and that's how they see this against Bayern, who he described as undoubtedly the strongest team we've ever faced. I would imagine everybody concerned with Bayern München will repay that compliment.
Yeah.
Certainly will now.
Okay.
Starting at left back, Leimer on the right.
የሰው የያዙት
That's Kalia.
Desire Doué.
Right for Elise. Elise tries to break past Nuno Mendes and it was tripped by him. It's a free kick, but it might be more than that. It is more than that.
Can. Go Buzz.
Delivered by his countryman, the Portuguese ref.
Go Buzz.
He's just so positive, isn't he, Elise? Whenever he gets the ball, he wants to go forward, wants to drive at his man.
ኧረ እንደ በእውነት ትክክል ቢጫ ነው። ሁለቴን ነካው። Yes, 2 times. 1. 2 times.
For Mendes, and he knows he's got to get tight. He can't allow him time or space. But he's just got such quick feet, and you can see why he's been given a yellow there.
They got him twice.
Yeah, twice. He hit him twice.
Get themselves level quickly. quickly, then order is restored.
Kimmich.
Joshua Kimmich. Leave this one.
Olise.
Carry it a little bit closer. And to have a look.
ምንድን ነው ኦሊሴ?
Waste the opportunity to do something, really.
I think he was caught in two minds, wasn't he, as the ball came in. This is just a goal.
Wow.
Again. It's just such lovely play.
ወይ ኦፓ ሜካኖ
Plays the ball in and then gets himself into, sees where the space is, sees where the fullback's gone forward, and then just that composure then to pick out Dembele.
Telepathy between the two. Probably with a glance from the other side, just gestured to where he was going to go.
Why?
Every time I see Mitchell Kvaratskhelia getting down that left-hand side, you know he'll find a teammate.
Absolutely. That's the quality that he's got. Either find a teammate or he'll put it in the top corner.
Do that too.
Where?
And his seventh goal in the Champions League this season. He's actually scored two in both of his last two games. One on the board tonight already.
እንደ ባለፈው ሆነ።
Shown
ባለፈው
Matej Safanov.
ባየር ሙኒክ ነበር ቀድሞ ያገባው። እንደ ባለፈው ይሆናል።
Touches from Stanisic.
እንደ ባለፈው ይሆናል።
Luis Diaz. They threw him all.
ካሽ
Before he
ወይኔ ሃሪኬን
Pacho got something on it.
It's such an important touch as well from Pacho to get just real positive play. Diaz, look, he was outstanding last week. Yeah, without that touch, he was going through to Harry Kane. 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and you don't want that if you're PSG.
ኦፓ ሜካኖ ታ ምንድን ነው ያደረገው?
PSG throw. Saint-Germain have won all of their last 7 two-leg ties in the Champions League, and despite having the considered disadvantage of being away in the second leg, well, Luis Enrique went at home in the first leg as PSG's boss has won all 6 previous European knockout ties.
ናይስ ኬን
Another one is blocked by Pacho. Look how quickly PSG get it.
እዩት ከቫራስኬሊያን እዩት
Fabian Ruiz to Kvaratskhelia. And he spins Lima, who got a hold of him. Enrique, he is in every sense a whole hand.
He absolutely is. It's a quality.
ምንድን ነው ሰው የምትይዘው
That, you stand off him, he
እንዴ?
can run at you, and just got to be everything, hasn't he?
ላይማ
Such a joy to watch a player in these days of highly coached technical football who is his own man. He's unpredictable.
He just plays with freedom, doesn't he?
Enrique has to do that. Marquinhos. Continue with the coming World Cup starting lineups. Only the 2 goalkeepers and Kvaratskhelia are likely
ጎበዝ
won't
ኦሊሴ
be involved.
ዋው
Qualified, Neuer retired. Pressure on allowed.
አይ ኦሊሴ
Brilliantly.
አይ ኦሊሴ
Mendes got back up right quickly.
አንበሳ
The block says goal kick and gets goal kick.
እንዴት ጎል ኪክ ሆነ?
It's actually really good defending, isn't it? We can see here whether it is a corner, why they were appealing. Oh yeah, it's actually. Oh,
ያ
yeah.
ያ
You can understand why that was a tough one for the officials there. But at least
ያ
again, he's so positive. Isn't he?
Russian royalty. Rummenigge really heard us go. Lima down. Elise. Stanisic.
Give it to Luis Diaz.
Diaz to go back to Pavlovic.
Ta.
Lima.
Olise.
Elise.
Hit. Atavra.
Wasn't ready for the return for once. A bit of pressure on Nuno Mendes. Forces the mistake. It's Kimmich. Kimmich, I think, was
Kimmich can zim
in
blue in
two minds.
Oh yes.
Determined play. And Bayern are pushing. There's Elise. Defender in his way. One back again by Lyman. The Bayern fans are roaring on the room. Kimmich loses possession. Kvaratskhelia is away with it. Head up again, always looking for
Opa.
the time to play the right pass, and he goes on. Kvaratskhelia. This time he didn't want to pass it. He nearly found a way all the way through.
Well, he started so brightly again. That just come from a Bayern attack, and straight away PSG can go from back to front so quickly, and often he's involved, isn't he? It's such good play from him again. Is he going to go on the inside and shoot? Is he going to go on the outside?
Defending at the other end from Vitinha to start it all. It's a play from Musiala that nearly got Bayern München in. Bit of a worry to see Jamal Musiala pull up and need a bit of attention given his injury history. Tended to focus on the restart, but at that other end of the field.
It's just the outstanding defending initially, wasn't it? And then he just continues the mop up. Well, that's brilliant defending there to stop Elise. And that's maybe when Musiala picked up the knock as well.
Charles, the knee it looked like, but he's moving well enough to the touchline. Wait the
PSG.
Across to take the PSG corner. Glance up into the
Desire.
before he does so.
Desire do it.
Bit of motivation. Short one, Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. He's there to clear. Elise has misjudged it.
አይ ይሄንን ሰውዬ ያዙ።
Spaniard Ruiz finding Due.
Desire.
Marquinhos. Possession of the football. João Neves returns into his captain. More of a hope chip upfield. Tar finds Kane. Too far in front of Pavlovic. Lyman swiftly in. Decided he had to do that against Kvaratskhelia.
Wayne.
Slip from Elise has not helped the Bayern cause. Lyman snapping into everything. He and Alphonso Davies given a difficult
Wayne.
time last week.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Lima obviously came on and did a very good job. At times he's further forward than Elise.
Opa. Ta. Pavlovic. Tao. Diaz.
Trying to break forward.
Gomez.
Olise. All on to keep it in. Nuno Mendes straight in and gets the call. Nuno Mendes is a little silent word with himself. Thought, I'm the best fullback in the world. I will not be beaten by Olise as he's there was in the first leg.
Yeah, 100%. Because I don't think I've ever seen him have such a tough time, and he definitely will have said this isn't going to happen again. You can see already he's starting to win those 1v1 battles like we expected.
Marquinhos.
You are talking best fullback in the world with that left or right. It's certainly been talked about. 5-6, I think.
Yeah.
Waits for the service from Kimmich. There is Nuno Mendes finding Fabian Ruiz.
Luigi.
Cover to win it back. And wins the throw. Steady, calm.
ነክቶታል እኮ ግን ምን ሆነ ነው ዳኛ?
Bring back into the team.
Yeah, all of his experience, obviously being injured, hasn't he? And just getting back to full fitness. Zach Emery's played a lot of football, hasn't he? And whether that's in midfield, whether that's a fullback area, he can cover various positions, such a good player.
Musiala.
Rare mistake from him. Kane is onto it. Kimmich.
Hey, Kimmich.
Got everything right.
Hacho ሙስሊማሽ ለቀቀክ።
Kvaratskhelia on to Due. Due swerving his way past Carl once. Twice caught by Kane. Advantage PSG.
አይ ነው የያዙ እያሉ ነው።
All the sting of the shot was taken off by Kimmich. And he combined with Kane. Look at Elise.
ለዲዜ ስጠው፣ ለዲያዝ ስጠው ሰውዬ።
Seen it.
ኧረ
Clear the head of Vitinha.
አንተ ባትሰጠውም ግን ተሰጠው። ጎበዝ ማን አለ?
Towards Elise. Nuno Mendes had to stretch. Kimmich.
ኪሚች ብሎ ምንም አይሰራ።
Good bit of defending.
ኦፓ ሜካ ነው።
Mistakes found in the PSG half.
21 minute.
Luis Diaz. Twists, turns, goes on and fires the shot high and wide.
ኧረ ዲያዝ የወጣው ኳስ
Twisted and turning, which way is he going to go? Is he going to go inside? Is he going to go outside? And it's just a little slit that allows him in, and you just think it's just going to go in.
ለትንሽ እኮ ነው ወላ
Just can't quite get the width and bend on it.
አንበሳ
The stands. I don't think that's possible. Maybe that little bit of extra volume that was put Saffron on.
Kvaratskhelia.
Diaz. Up towards Kane, who hasn't broken the offside trap. If Harry Kane can get to the final where his foes Arsenal lie in wait.
Be very interesting, wouldn't it? Just straight outside there. PSG playing that high back line. Just looking to get him beyond Kane.
Connor. Kvaratskhelia. Managed to beat Bayern München in the league phase. A little bit scarred by their semi-final defeat. Both legs to PSG of a year ago. The general feeling from the Gunners is, Gunners fans at least, that they'd rather face Bayern in a one-leg final happening that way right now. It's Joe Neves. Emery. Dembele, the scorer of the third winning goal, that has made it 6-4 on aggregate. Mendes feels he was stopped from getting anywhere near the return pass by an unfair block from Lyman. We didn't see such a thing. Stanisic. Just had it. Lyman.
Top.
Musiala. Too much on the ball in a tricky part of the field. Here's Kvaratskhelia. PSG throw it. Absolutely undeterred by the predicament the team finds itself in now. See that Luis Enrique has still got it. Their coaches were pretty handy players, weren't they?
Not bad.
So yeah, 3-0-1. 3 attempt, both teams 3 attempt. Bayern 0 on target.
Barcelona 11 years ago. Kvaratskhelia and the rest of the PSG team are not happy with the fact that Nuno Mendes has been left on the floor down and out. Ricardo with a slightly guilty look. He didn't clock that it was an injury to his head at first. If indeed it is, see Nuno Mendes thinking twice. I don't think it is it? Unless it's the landing that's caused the problem.
Yeah, I think it's just a landing of Ricardo. He just slips as he goes in for the challenge.
I think nothing wrong.
No, maybe just lands a little bit awkwardly.
ከባድ ነው። ዚዳን
Robin and Bastian
Arjen
Schweinsteiger
Robben,
look on
Arjen Robben.
legends of Bayern München.
Bayern München.
Kane. Elise. Elise! Oh, we've seen him do that plenty of times this season. Maybe not quite as dynamic with that finish. He got the bend, never got the dip, never really got the power.
It's unlucky though.
ወይኔ ለትንሽ እኮ ነው። ወይኔ ወይኔ
Positions, gets his head up and takes out
Oof.
a lovely way to
Well.
pass. He gets 1v1 with the defender. You just worry, don't you? Just can't quite get it on target, but brilliant bit of play from Bayern.
On the way, so I'm talking relative. With most other players, I've been talking about a terrific effort. With him, you expect him to score from there.
He's just set the bar so high, hasn't he, this season?
That's a little too low.
Very good.
Okay. Kimmich.
So they might lose possession inside his own half.
Lyman.
Lyman,
Olise.
Elise.
To Lema. Oh!
Bayern having already won the title. That's not like handball to Nuno Mendes. That's what Mike was saying. They want more than the free kick. Oh, it's referee giving it the other way. Well, that's going to incent them even more. Lima can't believe that. Vincent Company can't either. I think some have seen it. Seen themselves.
I can't believe it either. Just looked like a handball, didn't it? And Lima noticed to play the ball through.
Director
Puts his arm out. You can understand the frustration from Vincent Company.
Frustration, he's absolutely livid. Is that seen as the t-shirt line though? Is that the only thing I can think of?
ምንድነው ዳኛው
Area
ይፈራል?
around the outfit. Wasn't quite as clear cut, was it, on the replay? The referee decided that it was Lima who stopped the game. Damage done to PSG Bayern. And that didn't look like Vincent Company was in meditation mode. Kimmich. Either unable to collect. Still shouting forward from right back all the time. Kimmich looking for Kane, who does come back
Right.
and get it. Just the fact that he did was cheered by Company on the touchline. Here's Luis Diaz. Forced away. Pavlovic. Forces Saker Emery to the floor. Stanisic. It's a nice bit of play.
ዋው
Unorthodox. Shovels it clear.
Penalty.
Like handball as well. Look
Penalty.
at the players here.
ፔናልቲ
Is this one going to be given? The referee's going to give himself some time. I don't think he's seen it properly, but VAR will have a view. Oh, listen to that noise.
You just straight away look at the reaction of the players, don't you?
እንዴ ናክቷል ናክቷል
Continue trying to clear.
ናክቷል
Shandavi's arm was away from his
ዮሐኔ
body,
ቤዝ ነክቷል
and by the standards of what we've seen,
ዮሐኔ ቤዝ
the
ነክቷል
Champions League all season long, yeah, that gentleman's right.
ዮሐኔ ቤዝ
It
ነክቷል
has to be. Referee is calling for calm and trying to give himself some time. Grand old man Henderson Rubendiger, they've seen it again. Maybe wouldn't have been given in their day.
No, absolutely wouldn't. But like you said, in the Champions League,
ኤንሪኬ እንደተነካ አይቷል
I'm so surprised.
ለምንድን ነው የከለከላቸው
Hasn't been given.
Well, that has really got the Munich crowd going.
እንዴ ምንድን ነው አልገባኝም እኔ
I don't think any of us like that handball rule, but you've got to have consistency, haven't you? If you give one, you've got to give one like that where the arm's away from the body. We saw one last week, didn't we?
There's a talking point and then some.
እንዴ ለምንድን ነው
Free kick from PSG. Well, this is really winding up the crowd. Forget just how big a game it is for João Pinheiro, the man in the middle.
ምንድን ነው
Still
Stanisic.
furious about the Lima one. Stanisic has now got himself a booking. Nuno Mendes stopping it. Let's not forget he's on a yellow card.
Yes.
But I think that was deep. I can see that one because I think maybe in the armpit area it was a little bit.
የቅድሙ እንዴት ፔናልቲ ተከለከለ
Like you say. But that one in the box was incredible. Delivered in. It's a big chance and a huge save from Neuer. Oh, that could be massive in the context of this game. Shandavis thought he scored.
I thought he scored. What a reaction save here from Neuer. It's a brilliant delivery in, and he just gets in at that far post. He's just trying to glance it into that far corner. Neuer celebrates because he knows what a massive save that is.
Clearly almost in tears. He was ready to celebrate.
It's the fact he pushed it away from them as well.
40-year-old in the Bayern goal has still got it. He's going across now to call for calm from the Bayern fans, saying, look, this is our time that you are wasting, and that's experience right there. Let them get on with the game. You can understand the frustration from the Bayern fans, given what we've seen in the last 5 or 6 minutes, but this doesn't help anybody. The priest has taken an object from the field and given it to the fourth official, Espen Eskos of Norway. Then they will now go across and try to take the corner.
Vitinha.
Charged down by Elise, and it'll be another PSG corner. Can they get on with this one? Will they be allowed to?
That's a lovely header. But it's just the same, it's the fact that there's 2 players coming in the far post and he's able to push it away from them as well. It's outstanding. 40 years young.
Let's have a look at it. The corner again, Vitinha again, finding Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes sits straight against Musiala, watched all the way by Neuer. Trying to launch something quickly.
Eh.
He's had a bit of a hack in that. It's pulled down really nicely by Zaire Emery. See the emotion that Vincent Kompany has shown this half. All that often from him, he is so calm. So I do remember a game when he was in charge of Burnley at Stamford Bridge, so he was sent to the touchline. And let's not forget, actually, I'm proving myself wrong. Let's not forget he had to watch the first leg from the stands. So maybe it's all an act. He gets his caught up with the rest of us. Bayern have to use this sense of injustice as fuel. Stanisic. Kane allowed to take control of the ball. Tar. It was Diaz. Elise.
Ooh.
Stanisic. Tar. Zaire Emery who wins the ball for PSG and then finds Doué. Marquinhos away.
Ah.
Cano gives it away. Dangerous. Look at the left-hand side of the PSG attack. It's Fabian Ruiz who's free. It's Kvaratskhelia on the right. It's Jonathan Tah who blocks the cross. Kvaratskhelia goes again. And Jonathan Tah is onto him again. It's a corner.
Yeah, when they were breaking forward, they had options. Kvaratskhelia on the right-hand side. Reese was on the far side. Chose to pick this side. He's wanted to team a corner. They get forward with numbers as well.
Ben Vedette.
Away by Marcano. Should update us all on the laws of football. Maybe that João Pinheiro has had an absolute blinder. On state, it's not a handball. It hit on the hand arm by the ball, which has been played by a teammate. Unless the ball goes directly into the opponent's goal or the player scores immediately afterwards, in which case it's a direct free kick.
Here we go.
It did hit him. Caused massive confusion because it's clear a handball decision, you would think, as you can see, but because it was played straight from a teammate, that's why it wasn't given.
Should say well done to the referee there.
You have to. Try telling that to many thousands supporting Bayern München. Pavlovich. Only the one goal tonight so far, but it's no less riveting. Ball is won by Lima. Here's Elise. Ruiz. It's a risky one. Musiala quickly in there for Bayern. Pavlovich.
Diaz.
Luis Diaz. Taking on Zaire Emery. A couple of times and now clicking himself. Information has come through from we saw that Stanisic had been booked a little earlier on for dissent in the aftermath of that non-penalty decision. Actually, Tara got the yellow card. It's been explained to us. Point of order, which might come in later.
Do it. Diaz got Marquinhos kind of on the back foot. His presence alone forces Diaz into the mistake. He's not been quite able to get going as he did last week yet. Despite the fact he's up against Zaire Emery, who's a fill-in right back, albeit pretty good. Yeah. Stanisic. Kimmich.
They say Musiala. Musiala getting past Vitinha.
ረበረኛ
Carry and Fabian Ruiz was in the right place to get it away.
ታህ ምንድን ነው የሚያደርገው ግን ቆይ
Say, look at Lima go. He's been terrific this half. Lima just too much on the stand-up. Diaz can't keep it in.
Yeah, Lima's had so much energy on this right-hand side. As they get forward, whether it's inside, at least say that time he was outside. And you can see they're trying to double up on the same, but he just gives him that option.
He's going to take the throw.
What? Wow. Alice. Kimmich تتخوص. Lima. Alice كنابل. ጎበዝ ስትኳስ ኦፓ ስትኳስ አታውቁም ናይስ ኦሊሴ ቀና በል ናይስ ናይስ ሙሲያላ አረ በመሬት ስላትምቱ ከፍ አድርጋችሁ ብትበታታችሁ
ምንድን ነው እንዴ?
Pavlovic. Musiala again.
የት ሄደ?
Safanov was a spectator that time, but
ኧረ
didn't have to
በለ
make a save.
Now Safanov does so well to save that second attempt. But the way that they played in that first attempt on target, the movement between Elise
ወይ ጥግ ላይ መታወስ ያስባላል።
Musiala gets himself in that number 10 position, then finds himself in the number 9 position, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Safanov gets that well.
Certainly there has been a very good Bayern response.
Ugh.
Generally is. Taking a point earlier to the fact they've wrapped up the time.
Okay, maybe 5 minutes have to be added.
For a game like this, but PSG is still in the
I think
process
so.
of battling with Lens to make sure of another league out time.
5 minutes has to be added, or 4 minutes. አስተኛው ይሄን ማይረባ
3-0 down at Mainz.
ጎበዝ
2 weeks ago,
ጎበዝ
4-3. They were then 2-0 down and then 3-2 down against Heidenheim on Saturday.
ዲያዝ ቀናበል
Musiala.
ሙሲያላ ነው
Tried to tick, but his shots on goal are getting further away. Next goal's huge, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry,
it is. No, so I have to say the forward if I did tick up in there.
2 minutes
2 minutes until the break.
it have to be 4 or 5.
Safanov. Not for the first time tonight. Plays it straight out. Feeling that's a percentage game for PSG. Played as
Yeah,
much as
though.
they can. If it goes out, no matter. Time's on our side. If it doesn't, behind the field.
ኦፓ ጎበዝ
Finishing the second, the first
ሙሲያላ
half.
ዲያዝን ተመልከተው አንተ እንዴ ካናሲ ኮዳ
Not having the same joy down the sides, releasing Diaz as they did a week ago.
And I think that's credit to PSG and how they're not allowing them to go out wide and trying to maybe contain them a bit more centrally.
One thing his team has done is just quieten down some of these PSG counters.
Yeah, they've done that well.
Well, he's to adjust. To Kimmich. They say once more. In Ruiz won the ball. Lyman takes the throw. Last half minute of the first half.
yes
Stanisic. Must protect PSG. No. Stumble.
oh
William Pancho. Bayern have it back. Pavlovic managed to keep it. So does Kimmich. No, he doesn't. He's got a free kick. In this time to take it. The refs across with the yellow card for Kvaratskhelia for delaying the restart of the game.
ብላ ድገሙት በኋላ
Imagine Luis Enrique. Let me be simply pleased with his player about that. Unless Bayern can score.
ኡፓሜካኖ የት ነህ
Let's check to the half then. Meccano's there for it. It's a really good delivery, and it's wide. Safanov getting nowhere near it. Bayern giving everything they've got in a bid to get themselves back into this tie.
It's a real powerful header, isn't it? He has to try and generate it himself, but can't get it on target. Just think have to jump completely unmarked.
It was a big chance for Jonathan Tah.
half time
In Munich. Harry Kane's having the decision explained to him by João Pinheiro, the referee. He's still taking issue with the fact his team didn't get a penalty. And the Portuguese ref is guiding him through the laws of the game. At half time, it's Bayern München 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
ለምንድን ነው ግን ያ ያልተሰጠው why they didn't give that penalty I don't know why. ለምንድን ነው? እንዴት አልገባኝም። Why they didn't give that penalty? Why? Okay. Well. African social media influencer summit. Okay, አሁን ስራ እንስራ። What? Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
Stick, no, come on. Grab. Like this. Like this. Like this. Just.
ስንት ነው ያለው? 40,000 ሾርት ነው የሚሰራው። እዚህ ጋርስ 6 months በቸገርን እኛ ከእናንተ ጋር
I'm not surprised. You know, I'm not surprised. To be honest, I'm not surprised. I know this thing will happen, but I know this thing will happen, but Arsenal versus Atletico de Madrid. Today we're going to watch.
Ya shirri maajata muchasanini.
Breaking news. Everton 3, Manchester City
1 or 3 5. Yeah, it have to be 5. It have to be 5. 5. 5. ሰውዬ ምን ሆነ? It have to be 7, right? It has to be 7. Yes, this is my last. Below. Give up. Bayern or PSG? Betika. ይህንን ቤቲካ ማስተር ካርድ second half we are back. Mikias, thank you, Habibi. Thank you, Yemer.
is back out.
Thank you.
Still
Like
just
አድርጉልኝ
bringing
እሺ
that net. Focused on the
Like
challenge of
አድርጉ
scoring the 2 goals that they need to score. That's just to level things up. PSG with a 6-4 lead on aggregate. Thanks to that early
on aggregate
Usman Dembele goal this evening. Bayern, though, Vincent Kompany's team did push on towards the end of that first half. He shouted for handball against Nuno Mendes, which might have brought a second yellow card. And the referee was quite right to say no. He's put him on the armpit. That's not handball. And then João Pinheiro then played a blinder by not giving a penalty for Bayern when pretty much everybody thought it should be one. But he played by an own teammate. No penalty by the laws of the game. Brilliant spot. Brilliant decision making by the man in charge. Saint-Germain taking time with the restart, which almost drew the attention of the referee. Vitinha eventually did get us going with the now time-honoured PSG tradition of kicking a touch deep in the opposition half. He's in a race with William Pancho, and he's done well to get to the ball and keep it. And get Bayern to throw. He's taken quickly. Musiala is away from him.
Opa Michael
Danger for Bayern. Pushing so hard. All the goals that they need. That they leave themselves open. Teams open against PSG. They normally pay.
Diaz
Luis Diaz. Pavlovic.
ተጫወታቸው ፓቭሎቪች
Tom. Ryan Stanisic is saying, I made the error, I shouldn't have gone.
I do think that's a problem for Bayern, isn't it? They know they've got to get those goals back. They will commit players forward, and PSG have got to be one of the best counter-attacking sides around, and they will exploit any space that they leave.
Kane.
ኦሊሴ አይቆምም እኮ ኦሊሴ አይደለም እንዴ ለካ ሙሲያላ ነው
Referee will be forced to stop the game. The insinuation there from Pancho is a high boot from Kane. Dangerous play, but Kane perfectly timed to go for the ball. But you wonder why he didn't.
I think referees obviously got to stop it as soon as it's a head injury. But yeah, Kane just had eyes on the ball.
ሃቾ
Adds to the team frustration.
It's just on the way down. Yeah, that just stoops down. Just need to win the ball, and it's just on the way down. I think Kane catches him.
Bayern fans are still bouncing and believing. Come back from stickiest spots to this more than once, just in the last few weeks, never mind over the whole season, and never mind the whole of their illustrious history. This, though, is against this PSG team at this point in their history. This feels like the biggest challenge, or one of the biggest challenges Bayern München have ever had to take on.
Yeah, but the fans are certainly trying to get behind their side like they have done all game, and they'll have the belief that they can do it. We saw them do it in that first leg. They've got the quality, but they just need that early goal, you feel.
PSG separates the sides. Some of the clips there of an interested spectator down by the touchline. Hassan Salihamidzic, who was later in his Bayern playing days. There are more. Tiger and Robin. Schweinsteiger's enjoying his night. Iron Robin looks focused and a little bit miffed at what's happening. Once again, tearing down that wing again. He's now one of the most exciting players to watch.
Brilliant to watch. He's one of those players you knew what he was going to do, but you just couldn't stop him.
Sapping off. Zaire Emery. Musiala gets in front of him. Pavlovic. Broken to Jean Neves. Striking, but he didn't manage to.
ሙዚያላ እንዳትጎዳ
Stanisic.
ካለፋችሁ ቲሙ ምን ሊሆን ነው? ሀቢብ ይቀስበል 3 ጎል ያስፈልጋችኋል ለማለፍ።
Noise like hit by again. That goal back that they desperately need quickly.
ቶሎ ተመለስ።
Line quickly. Let's do it. Able to hold on. Meccano. Say. Pancho and Lima's just left a little bit on him late there. Pancho's getting a bit of treatment.
ምንድነው?
Conrad Lima knew what he was doing that time. Assistant referee's having a quick word. I don't think there's any more to report. I mean, Reese thinks there should be. It's Enrique not too hot.
It was a little bit late, wasn't it, from Lima? He's trying to get... He just catch him, doesn't he? But there's nothing in that. He doesn't mean anything by it. There's no movement towards the face.
It's been an all-action display from Lima. Continue to be. Zaire Emery. Stanisic. Anyway, they could put out some sort of football world order and watch these two games between these teams and say, right, points deductions and instant elimination come competitions if you don't play like this.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
It's Kimmich. Just thinking that seeing Zaire Emery still charging forward from right back. The state of the times it is. Elise wandering his way through. Bit more to do yet. Is Diaz. Stanisic.
Kane.
Out for a second. Kane. Way through for him. Top. Who's Diaz? Pancho. Let's do a... Well, it wasn't on the move at that time.
ጎበዝ
Elise. Luis Diaz switching from left to right. And Marquinhos went with him and was then hauled to the floor.
I know we've spoken a lot about PSG's front line, and rightly so, but I think Marquinhos and Pacho have been excellent tonight.
We've said this before about Marquinhos, haven't we? He's only 31 and seems to have been on the scene for the last 20 years. And he's still strolling through matches with effortless ease.
Well, they had to do this against Liverpool, didn't they, in that first leg?
ስሪ ጎል ከዚህ በኋላ አይታሰብም።
They showed that
PSG
they had
ያለፈች
to
በቃ
and really grind out results as well.
Stanisic. Marquinhos this time is penalised. He's called Kane. Free kick given, no more than that, but a free kick will suit Bayern nicely. The arm did come back into the looking at the top of where Kane's holding his head on the neck area, but see why the ref's given that. See why it was the yellow. So Kimmich, rolled on by those Bayern fans. Try and do something from this. Opening up his right boot and opening it far too
ሌላ
far.
አይነቶች ናቸው አለ።
Give him its company blast, that one. Same again. Sapanov out towards the touchline. Kelly making no effort to keep it in. That is a definite PSG tactic.
Yeah, it is.
Stanisic. Kimmich. We're a bit new. Sancho getting a hold of Kane. Free kick is given now for challenge of Zaire Emery on Musiala.
Just not giving Bayern any time on the ball.
If ever it was needed, and it isn't. A bit of extra reason to do the business against Bayern. It was against them at the Club World Cup, and he suffered the horrible broken leg that kept him out until January this season. Donnarumma responsible for that. Is Doué found by Vitinha. Doué forced to go down the outside. He didn't mind doing that. Neuer had to be ready for the unexpected, and it came. Pavlovic, Lima, led by the magnificent William Pancho. Nuno Mendes, Fabian Ruiz.
አይታዘብም ዛሬ ፒኤስጂ ማሸነፍ።
Kvaratskhelia.
ያዝ ያዝ ነግሬያለሁ ያዝ።
Down the other way, Kvaratskhelia. Blocked by Neuer. It's been quiet for half an hour or so. Quiet no more.
አይ አሊያንዝ አሬና አይ አሊያንዝ አሬና አይ አሊያንዝ አሬና
Luis Diaz. And returned by Musiala. Policing. Kane. Pancho with a little nudge on him. Kane expected that.
ወይኔ ቢናካ
All good defending from William Pancho.
It just
Why
doesn't
ain't he
look
been a
easy to put him off.
ወይኔ ቢናካ ወይኔ ቢናካ
Just mentioned that Club World Cup encounter between these two. Pancho was sent off in that one. As later on was Lucas Hernandez. He's the 1-2-0. Luis Diaz. Shuffling away from Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery staying with it to prevent the return pass. Look what Marquinhos thinks about it.
It's really good defending again from PSG. Managing to get themselves back into a really good
They are
shape.
defending
Stay
too much.
switched on. We know that Bayern's movement is excellent when they go forward. Just a couple of opportunities that the PSG had. Scalia with the shot, and Neuer just does well to see with that left foot.
Like free kick runs Kelly in that when he shoots 99 times out of 100 it's on target.
Yeah, always tests the goalkeeper, doesn't he?
Gets it up to Elise. Trying to run away. That's Kelly. Well, he's done that. Running away from everybody. Elise. Not too long. And now there's a PSG break. Excellent work by Nuno Mendes until he takes the wrong option. Pavlovic. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz gets half a yard away from Zaire Emery. Blocked by Marquinhos. Cleared by João Neves. I think we're starting to see the first knockings of the end-to-end action that this will always become with the score as it is.
Yeah, it's just open, isn't it? At the moment there, but again, good positioning from that PSG, the two centre backs.
Kane. Musiala. Olise. Musiala.
Shit.
Pavlovic. Kimmich. That's the ball by the ref. Has given this one. There's a drop ball for Bayern. Marcano. Olise. Musiala.
Wayne.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's going to be a goal kick for PSG.
She was a little bit quick feet initially. It just, yeah, you see, it just goes out of play there.
Quite at the start of the game, but he's started to be quite an influential player for the latter part of the second half and the opening of the first. Sorry, latter part of the first half, the opening of the second. Let's get it to us all. 15 minutes have gone by already, so just half an hour left, possibly, of Bayern's Champions League campaign. PSG 30 minutes and a little bit more away. Sorting their travel plans for Budapest. And their plans to take on Arsenal again in the Champions League. Their own former players in Mikel Arteta. Pavlovic. Lyman. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Stanisic.
Nah.
It was an apologetic effort.
He just doesn't catch hold of it, does he? You know, they're trying to break down this PSG back line. It just opens up for him. And you can see he's trying to just pass it, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Power on it.
እንደውም አሁን ፒኤስጂ ይጨምራል ጠብቁ።
Michai. Also Davis had just been called back for their warm-up.
PSG will add more goals.
There's going to be a change for PSG as well. Bradley Barcola stripped for action.
Yeah, did I do it?
For that one.
Yeah.
Chris Due. By Stanisic, referee was going to give a free kick. Let Zaire Emery go, and with good reason. Due.
Man.
Kvaratskhelia.
Opa.
Well, a little wrong footed.
Opamecano.
Meccano. Quinhos with
Ay,
plenty on
como
his
moco.
Safanov. There's nothing to talk about Matvei Safanov more and more now. I think maybe because generally in Liga, PSG are so dominant, he doesn't have a great deal to do every week. We tend to leave him alone, but he has been excellent for them since taking over from Lucas Chevalier's first choice just after the turn of the year.
Yeah, he had to bide his time, didn't he, to get that number one spot, but he's certainly been performing well.
Due. Stanisic gets an important touch to it. Kimmich. Kane. Meccano. Lyman. Kane. Nor Luis Diaz. A bit of skill from Due. Due has them all chasing him now. Tarring his way. Due goes on! And Neuer gets down sharply once again. Due doesn't need much of a gap from which to shoot.
Oh, it's outstanding. He's got 3 or 4 players around him, still manages to get the shot away and test the goalkeeper. Neuer's got to be on his toes there.
Might be about to come off. He goes for Barcola to do the same. Oh, he's not. Dembele's coming off. Well, that is a change. The difference maker tonight.
So early on in the game, such a clinical finish.
Dembele on target again. 19 goals this season. The Ballon d'Or winner of last year. Champions League winner last year. It looks as though tonight he set his team up with the chance of defending that title. Time ticks on, and Bayern München still need 2 goals just to level things up. Bradley Barcola takes over. Corner comes in and he's headed away by Stanisic. So Davies still waits to come on for Bayern. Just given that the up and under towards Luis Diaz. Ruiz. Barcola. He's gone central. So I'm sure will mix and match.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that. He's gone there originally, but the way that they just interchange constantly, don't they? So they'll keep changing positions.
Nuno Mendes. Barcola coming in from the right. Nuno Mendes with a slip at the wrong time, and Neuer pulls it out quickly. Kimmich.
Bye, Bayern. Bye, Bayern.
Schaller gets it back to Konrad Leimer.
Bye, Bayern.
Mendes struggling to get back. He's picked up an injury. Musiala dancing through challenges. Luis Diaz. Diaz comes to the inside as he always does. That's his left foot. Leimer. Kimmich.
ከዚህ ጋር አታስብ።
Leimer.
ኪሚች ስጣቸው እዚህ ጋር አይሞክርም እንዴ? ማን ነው ይሄ ግን? ቆይ
Just gamble a little bit.
Yeah, just trying to stay patient, aren't they there? And cross comes in, but just a little bit overhit.
Stanisic is off. Alfonso Davies will take over from him.
አይጠቅምም።
Kim Min-jae will replace Jonathan Tah, who is on a yellow card, so that may be a factor in the change, like for like at centre back. Spent in the league phase last season, which seems an awfully long time ago. It is 18 months ago. Kim got the goal of the game.
ልጆችን የሚመታው ነው። ሙሲያላ ዲያዝ ቀናበል ወንድ እንኳንም አልተወሰደበት። ጥግ ላይ ብታረገው ዲያዝ አለበት አሪፍ ነበር እኮ። ጥግ ላይ ብታረገው ወይኔ ትንሽ Davis.
Still just need the one to light the spark.
That's all they need, guys.
ሰዓት የላችሁም። ቶሎ በሉ።
Made an impact with his first touch there, setting up Diaz. I think they were so strong out wide last week. I do think PSG have done so well in limiting Elise and Diaz.
ኧረ ከፍ አድርገው በእናትህ አንተ ልጅ።
Well positioned. It came right where he wanted it to go.
ወይ ከፍ አድርገው ወይ ጥግ ላይ መታ።
Cutting in on that left
ወይኔ
foot. Yeah, it's just straight. And the goalkeeper. Yeah, this was the chance for Diaz. That first touch just flicks up a little bit.
PSG throw it deep in Bayern territory.
Alfonso Davies.
I've been really taking these last 5 months with that big Safanov. There's something about him you look at in a goalkeeper and you think, I'm not sure. And then you see him play and make the saves. And he looks a little bit baggy, a little bit unorthodox, but boy, does he keep the ball out of the net. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah, like I say, sometimes the saves are unorthodox. He'll come out and do a sort of Superman to punch it, but yeah, it's keeping out the back of the net.
Oh, brilliant by Doué. Follow-up pass once a good Barcola unable to keep it. Musiala.
አለ እዚህ የማይረባ
Fine throw-in now, and McKay doesn't take throw-ins off them.
ምንድን ነው
He must.
ዲያዝ ምንድን ነው ኳስ ለቀቅ እንጂ
Didn't think about trying that six-a-side on a Monday evening. Champions League semi-final. Away from home. Goodness me. I know you would.
If I'm side, maybe.
Do that in England, sure. And Scalia gets a touch. And then gets past the challenge of Kim. Then he waltzes past Elise as well. There's Doué! An agonising scream from the PSG man and firing wide.
Oh, Kvaratskhelia, this outstanding feat just to get himself free, and then when it falls to do it, you think he's going to kick it across goal. He doesn't go to that near post.
Brett happy for the game to go on. Davis.
ኧረ ኳስ ስጥ
Kim. Limits to Kane. Elise. As Kelly brings it down and it's in high into the Munich night sky. Kim. Meccano out to Elise. Even Lima and Fabi Ruiz was with him. It's never Champions League goal in the semi-final second leg last year at home to Arsenal. And Arsenal are waiting and watching and wondering.
ዲያዝ
Who's Diaz? Nowhere near Kane. Little bit of a miscommunication between Mendes and Ruiz. Ruiz sorts it out. That's very un-PSG-like. 17 minutes plus.
በቃ የለም ካሁን በኋላ ታብሳ የላችሁም ሙኒክ
Elise. Looking for Kane, and it was William Pacho who poked it behind. Bayern corner. King is loving his work.
Again, it's another vital touch, isn't it? Kane's there waiting to pounce.
An awful. Misjudged it. Looked as though it was a simple catch, and I think he lost the play just for a second. And underlines what we've just been saying.
አልቬንሶ ዴቪስ
Kim.
አይታሰብም ዛሬ በቃ
Lima.
ፒኤስጂ በጣም የተከላከለ ነው
Show has been a rock. The rock of Paris. Barcola making 3 defenders work all on his own.
It's just the quality, the strength and depth that they have to bring a player on of his caliber. It takes 3 players to stop him.
Front they all play with. Intuitive bits of skill. Improvisation is all there. It's the reason why they're defending champs.
በሜዳቸው
His 100th game for PSG tonight might be his best. Nuno Mendes. Due. Swept across to Kvaratskhelia.
Due.
Could have another shot. Well, Neuer was watching it wide, but not everybody was sure. I'm one of them. Smashed against the water bottle, which is only just outside that post. PSG changes.
Wow.
Bayern is coming on board. Desiree Doué. I think he's sparkled tonight.
Yeah, he's been excellent. Absolutely excellent. Popped up in all sorts of positions. Just so positive in everything that he's done.
Lucas Hernandez is going to come on with Fabian Ruiz replaced, who's been just as impressive in his own unflashy, just what's needed way.
Yeah, just the experience and the know-how and the quality on the ball. We know that he's got. Delighted that he's back, fit and available.
Minutes to the final, it gives Luis Enrique one heck of a decision to make because Zaire Emery and Fabian Ruiz's absence has been superb in midfield. Unless, of course, Ashraf Hakimi doesn't get back to fitness in time, which is a possibility.
ምን ከመሆን ነው በቃ አልቋል። ምንም ከመሆን አያስፈልገውም። ካምፓኒ ልጆች ካልረቡም ዛሬ
Starting to feel unlikely.
I don't want to say it, just because you never know with these two teams.
Olise. Kimmich. Kim. Diaz. Musiala lets it run for Kane. Davis. Demanding the ball. Davis. Pavlovic. Sharp from Luis Diaz. Played back towards Luis Diaz, who spiraled to the floor as though taken out. The ref's given handball. A yellow card for Luis Diaz, a free kick for PSG. Kimmich as captain is across to demand an explanation and lead the complaints.
I'd like to see this again because it would be strange to go down without any sort of contact because you feel that he's through. He sort of runs into him, doesn't he? Yeah, he just runs into him. There's nowhere that he can go. And it's a right decision again from the referee, in my opinion.
Sure, I agree with Lucas Hernandez whipping his arm, demanding a card, but card is what was given. Now Musiala goes off. Nicholas Jackson comes on. Well, these are his final few games. No matter how far the season goes for Bayern, he'll be returning to Chelsea after his loan spell. They're not going to take up the option. Here's Kvaratskhelia, who's taking everybody on again, and then leaving the ball behind. Kim did it up against him.
Spent the
season together at Napoli. Maybe that was in Kim's favour there.
It's just like the ball is stuck to his feet. That change of pace that he's got. Yeah, I think it's just a real fight. Oh, he just doesn't connect with it well, does it? Which allows Kim to get back.
Kvaratskhelia.
your screens into the 80 mark. Really does get more and more frantic for Bayern München. Vitinha. That's Kalian.
ያዙት የልጅ
That's Kelly gets it in anyway. But slip and a stumble and kind of corner given. I don't think Joe Neves was even asking for that. Boy, he doesn't understand it. I don't think I would down João Pinheiro with anything after tonight.
No, won't be. Never again. He's got all the big decisions right, hasn't he?
Some real quirky ones. Well, one real quirky one in particular. João Neves, there's Kane to knock it down and away to Elise. Elise able to dig the ball out, but he was being put under unfair pressure. Free kick Bayern. Davis. Kane.
ስጥ
Davis. Free kick Bayern. He went over.
ባርኮላ
Keep those supporters with real hope in their hearts. They've got to do something from this. Kimmich is on the ball. Everything in the setup says he's going to lift it in. Have somebody else try and test something off. If he does that, but he'll get a second go at it. Comes from Kimmich, and there is the flying Safanov.
አይታሰብም
Diaz.
አይታሰብም
Meccano. Lyman.
ዛሬ አታስቡ
Meccano's giving it away to Kvaratskhelia. And Sparkle are taking it on early. Just saw that Neuer was just a bit off his line. Tremendous big fun taking it on early. Just feeling a twinge or two as well. Lyman. Jackson.
ምንድን ነው የሚያደርገው
You'd go anywhere. And Karl is about to make his comeback from injury for Bayern. They're going to put an 18-year-old into the thick of this on a rescue mission. Kane. Trying to get away from João Neves. João Neves is not letting him do that. The battle continues. Superb from Kane. Kane then is upended. What's the ref given this time? Handball. Free kick PSG. Doesn't think Kane was fouled at any stage. So Dale Upamecano goes off. The experienced centre-back gives way to An attacking player, the teenager Leonard Carl, who's had an outstanding breakthrough season. Somebody for Bayern has got to break through PSG and quickly. Torn by muscle, Carl.
በቃ ኦሊሴ ተለቀቀች። አሁን ኦሊሴ ተለቀቀች። ሰዓቱ ቢረፍድም ኦሊሴ ተለቃለች። አሁን በቃ ኧረ ኳስ አታቆም አንተ። ይሄ ሽማግሌ ምን ሆኗል? ባላ
Going to be tough. I think they'll win the PSG if defended as well. It'll be excellent off the ball.
Marquinhos with both hands around the midriff of Luis Diaz. That's a booking.
ምን ያደርጋል? 5 ደቂቃ ውስጥ ምን ሊያደርጉልኝ ይችላሉ ልጆቹ?
Davis. Running with Zaire Emery, who's running back at him. Forcing the ball to go behind.
የማትችለው ሩጫ ማን ሩጣለ?
Flags that are being waved with real enthusiasm now. They know they're nearly there again. Meant so much to them last season after so many years of trying. It was their be-all and end-all was becoming champions of Europe. Looks as though Luis Enrique started this season with pretty much only one aim in mind again, staying champions of Europe. After being in Udine for the Super Cup, so they came from behind late on to beat Tottenham Hotspur on penalties. Luis Enrique saying the aim for this season is to improve. In terms of titles, we all believe we can win all of them. There's Luis Diaz taking on all of them and seeing which is blocked. Follow up from Lima as two, and another penalty shot straight away waved away.
Risky.
As that's checked, Kvaratskhelia goes on. And it wasn't checked for long, that's over.
ሁለተኛ ጎል
Alcala. Get down to save. Corner PSG.
እንዴት ግን
They're obviously going to appeal everything, aren't they? Bayern, and it was good play down the left-hand side. The young man has come on, just takes that maybe extra touch. Lima has the strike, and yeah, its arms are close to the body, aren't they? Never a penalty.
You alluded to this earlier, Sue. We glowed about the attacking football last week. That's all we were talking about, rightly so, but it just shows what
it's over. It's already over. There is only 5 or 6 minutes. No, 7 minutes. Digamo! Get up. Digamo! Get up. My rabbi.
In and Marquinhos gets rid of it. Bayern München's dream of winning the quadruple, the German Super Cup, the title, the DFB Pokal, and the Champions League. Well, one of them's going away tonight, it seems. Jackson asking too much of Kane. They might have to content themselves with a domestic treble. That's if they can beat Stuttgart in the German Cup final.
Yeah, it's been a tough night, hasn't it, at times for Bayern Munich, and that has been down to, you mentioned it, Paris Saint-Germain's defended and the shape of the ball.
And him.
Yeah, absolutely. What a manager.
Talk about somebody well known and loved in these parts. Pep Guardiola is the greatest coach in the world. Well, he's a great friend of Luis Enrique. There's not much between them.
No.
And maybe Vincent Company will one day be talked about in the same terms, coaching-wise. He's tried to change things as this game's gone on. Tried everything with the resources at his disposal. There are now smiles for the first time tonight from those PSG unused substitutes, the young players, the support
I have said 5
got
minutes.
5 minutes more to make sure Bayern don't score two. Although it tries Lima, he couldn't have done much more in the search for at least one of those goals. Luis Diaz has come back off him. Jackson tries to keep things going. Safanov plucks it out of the air. Launches it into the air. 1 minute of the 5 has come and gone. Bayern noises one of defiance now. Lima seen off by Mayulu. Carl dips into winning. Kimmich. Diaz to have another run. Luis Diaz having a look now, trying to play through. Might have been better advised just to have a thought.
Used too many players, wasn't they? He was trying to
በቃ የተከላከለ ነው። በቃ
through a gap that just wasn't
ፒኤስጂ
there.
የመጨረሻ
I mean, it's still not changing. It's Davis. Mendes gets it.
አይታሰብም። ፒኤስጂ ማሸነፍ
Run out of play. Just going to resist the temptation to boot it.
አይታሰብም። ጨርሰሃል ሀቢቢ አብሽር።
Another Champions League final beckons, but here's Carl. Kimmich. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz again trying to take on Zaire Emery, and there's Kvaratskhelia to help. And he's been pulled away from the ball by Luis Diaz. Look at the celebrations at that challenge. They love the way Kvaratskhelia got all the way back there to help out Warren Zaire Emery.
And that's what they do. They're flair players. They're brilliant going forward, but they're prepared to do the dirty work as well. Get back and help out your fullback.
Remember back 3 years ago when PSG had the clear out, the change of ethos. The Neymars, the Messis, the marquee players. They went.
ወደ ውጭ ነው የሚመጣው ሄደው
Yes, they still spent money. They brought in some players from around and about, but they didn't go for those Galacticos. They made Galacticos themselves, and it paid dividends, and it's working still.
Well, they've still got that individual brilliance, but it's just collectively they're so good. Much better team now.
Elise. Davis. Kane. Kane scores.
አንዳንድ ግን ጥቅም የለም።
Maybe too late.
Too late.
There's at least another minute to play.
It's too late.
Make that a minute and a half or so with the delay after the goal.
Kane, it's too late.
Scores. He's now netted in 7 Champions League games in a row. This one feels like it needed to be sooner.
Yes, brilliant. He's onside. Just look how quickly he turns.
It's too late,
Strikes with
Kane.
his left foot. With Davis into him. And it's just such a clinical finish from Harry Kane. How many times have we said that over the years? But his ability to spin.
It's too late.
It doesn't matter.
The noise that greeted the goal has just given way now to a bit of stunned anticipation about the charge that will come from the kickoff. We've heard the can music. Can Bayern? Seconds.
It's too late.
We're going to move past the 5.
It's too late, Bayern.
For the goal, it'll be closer to 6.
It is too late.
They can just fashion one more chance. Pavlovic. Bayern trying to keep their cool, but it's not a time for that. Somebody's got to get the ball down the other end as quickly as possible. Elise loses possession, and he can't keep the ball in. It's a PSG throw. And you would think when they do throw it back in, that'll be it. Marquinhos has cracked up. The smiles have gone. It's never changed. What a finish from Kane.
Oh, it's absolutely.
ምን አለ ቅድም መጀመሪያ እንዲህ ብታገቡ።
Cannot switch off for 1 second.
That's 6 minutes now. Luis Enrique isn't urging the referee to blow for time. He's not waving his hands. He's organising his team. Elise, Pavlovic. Carl gets it up to Kane. Kane can't get it into the box. Pavlovic, no more time left. PSG have done what they had to do. A goal right at the start proved crucial. Ousmane Dembele scored it. And it's Paris Saint-Germain, who are still defending.